Welcome to Summoner's Rift with Quick Shot and Dagda. This will be our last game of the day. We'll be back tomorrow for games 1, 2, and 3. But what we've seen already is two crackers, two bangers, as Flowers would say, wave, just being thinned out. And while that's happening, Razork is up in the top lane. Feathers fly, Mercer's rooted. The polymorph comes up, and Mercer may go down. First blood to Fnatic. There's another fight in the river. Jankos forced to flash for his life. Level 4 for Yurubi. Sends the Sand Soldiers forward. Slide, the glide. There's no divide. He's only level 4. Fnatic get a second before it's traded back.
He's no mana.
Now Ruby's got no more mana. Run out of space. Run out of soldiers. But here comes Ebi. Decimating Smash comes out, and it's Fnatic that have got 3 kills. The shove backwards. Ebi's got no flash, and he's taken down 4 kills to Fnatic.
Oscarden has 1,000 gold lead at the 4-minute mark. Enko's trying to interrupt, but spot on the ward. Will EQ over the wall, but Razork's in position.
Well, gonna charge up that Q, knocks back Jankos, seismic shove to the 5th, kill secured. And Fnatic are dumpstering Heretics in the early game.
Have the 2 kills going, or 2 assists, going over towards Humanoid. He'll be in a position now where he can get push easier, level 6 hit, start to roam down towards boss, and Mercer still doesn't have his flash, so there's a small timing window where he can still abuse the fact this Lulu's vulnerable.
All right, while the Dragon is being started off, I think I've got a brief moment. I just want to set the stakes here of just how bad this year has been for Fnatic. In terms of the regular season games, they have lost 8 regular season games in a row. That does include winter and spring. Now Jankos looking to get involved. The only kill Heretics have secured is with Jankos. He's got himself that Cataclysm available. He can lock in Oscarden, who has no flash. Oscaren's got himself the kill already, and at least replies with 1 back. So a 1-for-1 trade maybe pushes that wave forward. Right now, gonna set themselves up. Cease, desist, Mercer, you cannot flash from that one, buddy. But he's put enough distance that Humanoid and Advienne cannot get in range. Mercer's waddling his way forward. The Weaver's wall is thrown off, and your route is cut off. Another kill to Fnatic, and they extend that lead even further.
And immediately Jack Spectra gets the hell out of the bot lane, but it may not be quick enough.
It may not. The depth charge comes out as well. Denton blows into that dredge line. Fnatic are not done yet. 8 kills, a plate on the bottom tower.
This is insane. Humanoid spot at Ruby.
Well, Ruby gets caught by the seismic shove, stepped on top of the unraveled earth, uses the Emperor's Divide, but the threaded volley's not coming out. Sand Soldier to 200, 150. Humanoid's low 80, down to 7! 7 hit points, and Advienne wants to turn around. Slap him with the anchor, Advienne, and Razork picks up another. Oscarden and I came in today ready to poop on your performances this spring. 4-1-0, 2-0-1. You are showing up and shutting up the Heretics members. But at what cost, as Razork will overextend? Fnatic feeling themselves a little too much? Let's be very fair about this. Both Heretics and Mad Lions have also had a shaky spring. So for Fnatic, this is a great start. They've got themselves a powerful advantage. Gale Force already picked up by Reckless. The members of Heretics are inside the Rift Herald pit. They will secure this objective here uncontested. For a dive, Dagda.
Razork on the way, Humanoid here as well. Stun is perfect. Ebi forced to flash early.
He survives for now. Wallbreaker being charged up, knocked backwards. Oscarden and a little bit of threat. While that's going on, potential fight in the top lane. It's Fnatic. They get themselves a kill down bottom. We're just setting up, straight up. 5v5, brawl, throw it down in the river. That is what is happening right now. Humanoid's waiting for that line. Emperor's Divide is available to Ruby. Fnatic inside the pit. In actual fact, the wall is used to prevent the retreat. The dredge line finds no target. Dragon down to 4,000. Conquering, shifting, soldiers move forward. Cataclysm comes out to Razork. Everything thrown in the river, and it's Jankos that gets the Dragon. The cease, the desist, picks up the kill onto Jankos, and as Oscarden runs for his life, he's dropped. Ebi flashes to buy some time. 3 members of Heretics are running away for now. And Ebi in zombie form chasing. 1, 2 members down. Humanoid hops over, threading that volley forward. The seismic shove misses his target, and Reckless cannot get into range. A 2-for-3 in favor of Fnatic, but the Dragon goes to Heretic.
Being a fight that Fnatic can come back from.
Well, Fnatic right now in a position, they are still in control. It's a 3,000 gold lead. They've got 2 dragons to 1. That Dragon Soul, the Ocean Soul, has been slowed down. I think that is going to be very crucial. I kind of feel like Ocean Soul may be more impactful for Heretics. They want more time. They want Zeri and Azir to buy it out. Obviously not going to deny the power to the influence it can have for Fnatic too.
Yeah.
who's got the better team fight. The Baron has been started here as a bait. Ebby's waiting on the side. Unstoppable Onslaught's available to him. He can run into multiple members of Fnatic. Decimating smash charge, won't find a target. Oscar gets the stun, seismic shove out. Razork will not find another, and still dancing on the threat ranges. Empress divides to buy time. Oscar in it, uses the stopwatch and Reckless remains untouched. Oscar flashes off to safety as Reckless is throwing out the feathers. Still got the ult available to him. Fnatic are destroying Heretics. 3 quick kills, and they can peel back for the Baron. They absolutely cleared that fight out. It was the Red Bull Baron power play now for Fnatic. We've got a third dragon that will be uncontested. And for Fnatic at 24.5 minutes, they are grouping up. They are daring Heretics to fight them. It's simply not working. And I'll give some credit there to Ruby. I didn't expect him to do even 3,000 damage, but the Dragon Strike, just a little short, but the recall finishes. Cataclysm locks in multiple members. Reckless forced to flash away. Blade Call is backwards. Nobody's died just yet. At the end, Dredge lines forward. That will cost him his life. Remember, as soon as that recall finishes, all of a sudden, Heretics pull the trigger. Oscarinen is applying pressure in the top lane. Fnatic trying to buy as much time as they can. Decimating smash out. Ruby flashes forward. The divide sends Fnatic the safety, but Reckless is shut down. Jack Spectre gets the kill, and Humanoid will be the next target. Threaded Volley gets himself another. While that's going on, Oscarinen is applying pressure in the top lane.
Should be able to get the top tier too, but
Unstoppable Onslaught. I'm waiting for the trigger. Waiting for him to go forward. Holding on to it for now. Weaver's Wall. Cuts off Sion. He gets pulled backwards by the Dredge line, by the seismic shove. Throws out the ulti for at least a knock. Up the Cataclysm comes forward. Razork is locked in. It's 1-for-1. Support for top laner, but Zombie Zion is doing so much. Oscar is running for his life. Razork engages and Reckless is trying to find the feathers, but he can't do it just yet. Jack Spectre's untouched. Wild Growth has kept him alive, and he is zapping his way through members of Fnatic. Heretics may have just won the fight. Sparks over the wall. Reckless feathers fly. Can't Blade Call them backwards yet, but it's Heretics that win. It's Heretics that stop the soul. It's Heretics that get the dragon.
And that's what we said. At 3 items, Heretics come alive, and immediately they find the team fight after, even sending Ebby to the top.
Okay, screw it. Fnatic, you start this one off. Now you pull Heretics towards you.
Yanko's reset. Yanko's went back for the Force of Nature. He's not here. They spotted it on the blue ward right as the recall finished. Fnatic get to sneak away the Baron.
They managed to sneak it out despite the fact that he gets their Weaver's Wall used this time flawlessly. The ensuing fight, Cataclysm comes down. Ebby's already dead. Fnatic are losing one, losing another is Oscarinen. He's using that Counter-Strike to avoid so much damage. Reckless holds on to his flash. Humanoid's throwing out those threaded volleys. It's a 1-for-1. Be no flash for Oscar, Razork, and Humanoid. Reckless has his available. Jack Spectre's got the Hourglass as well. 30 seconds for the Dragon. It's Humanoid being chunked out. It's Ebby. Stop eating Dredge lines, man! He's taken out by Fnatic once more. Cataclysm has been used, and it does naught to help Heretics with a 40 seconds before Ebby's alive. Teleport's available to him. Fnatic have got a 5 versus 4.
Humanoid trying to see if he can get the angle for the Weaver's Wall to separate out Heretics. They're moving in as 4. Dragon started. Humanoid sends through the wall, and it's a beautiful setup.
Dredge line connects on the Yankos, and Fnatic pounce. They want to take down the Dragon. Got the Dragon secured. The soul has been picked up. It was Reckless that finalized it. But now 2 members of Fnatic are down. Jack Spectre gets knocked backwards. Humanoid with the seismic shove of all seismic shoves sets it up 4 kills, and Fnatic. Gonzalez, G2 Mad Lions. Fnatic need to close this game out and then look to tomorrow to Koi. Look to next week to pick up those wins to make it back into the group stage. Ebby will already be taken out. The rest of Heretics simply cannot step into the mines. They cannot step into the feathers. They can't get through the damage line that Fnatic have to allow Ruby and Jack Spectra to hit their targets.
It's because they don't have a front line. The Ebby just gets blown up immediately every single time, and 15 seconds until Ebby's up.
This has to be the final push yet. 10 seconds for Ebby to spawn. Baron and bot minions engage from Razork. The cease and desist. Yankos running for his life. GA is procced, and Super Minions now in 2 lanes. Razork starting to step away. Survives for now. Jack Spectre's flash will come up in just a moment. The Sand Soldiers are sent forward. Yankos goes to. There's no Cataclysm available to him. Look for that seismic shove. Ultra Shock goes out. That will catch Yankos. Oscarinen leap strikes backwards. Reckless can still throw the feathers out and lock people down, but it may not be needed. Emperor's Divine goes out, but unstoppable with Jack Spectra down, with Ebby following suit. Ruby's the last man standing and Oscarinin puts him in the fountain. Fnatic, after 50 days, after 8 losses in a row, will finally stand up, will finally take a Nexus, and will win their first game of spring.
First game that they get an